All right. Hello, JJPS tournament. I'm me, Dumio, taking Hunger Games Yuta, and my opponent Zang, taking Kenjaku. So first of all, what version of Kenjaku would this be?
Kenjaku, it is like max levels of power.
So I
So
mean,
whatever you take to be the strongest form of Kenjaku, that's the Kenjaku in which I'm using.
uh, so what if I take Hunger Games Kenjaku to be the strongest?
End of Pulling Imps Kenjaku, sure.
All right. Oh,
Um,
okay. Oh, end of.
yeah, that works just fine. So, yeah, so
Since
it's gonna be the
that's
argument for Sendai Yuta beating End of Pulling Imps Kenjaku.
all right. Yuta. It just stated to be second only to Gojo within the modern era in supernatural abilities, and then Kenjaku just like confirms that supernatural abilities are just anything a sorcerer, like the things that sorcerers control, like sees, like every aspect of sea, what they control and demonstrate. I can get the panels for that if you need it. So that's
Okay,
kind of saying.
I understand what supernatural abilities are, but when they say he's second to Gojo in that, when they say that, do they mean in the sense of like how good they are at doing it or how strong you would make them? Like, for example, Yuta can be better than Kenjaku at sorcery in the sense that he has more things in his bag. He has way more curse techniques. He has better RCT if Kenjaku even has RCT at all.
What?
He just has, I don't know, does Kenjaku have RCT?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
yeah, I
Yes.
forgot.
First,
Sorry.
okay, go on.
Yeah,
My bad.
if Kenjaku has RCT, that's fine. So you can have better RCT or they can both have RCT, that's fine. Yuta has way more techniques. They can both have domains. So it just seems to be the case that it could be a thing of, okay, Yuta might have more things or might know more things about sorcery, be able to apply more things of sorcery, in which that would make him second to Gojo in terms of sorcery, as he can do the most things, or second to the most things. Doesn't necessarily make him stronger though.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't take that to be the case because when he can access and demonstrate, can I find the okay? Because what can he define as supernatural abilities is what a sorcerer can demonstrate, and then we know the statement to be about Yuta's own abilities, and Yuta cannot use his curse techniques on his own. So I don't think the statement would be inclusive of his use of his CTs because he needs Rika, who's defined in the narrative, to be her own individual person to be able to do that.
Well, no. That the issue with that is just going to be the case that they explicitly highlight the fact that, or actually, I don't even have to use that. I was going to make a different argument. It really doesn't matter. The issue with that is just that we consistently see Yuta use Rika anyways, and consistently, whenever Yuta is in a serious fight, you would have to use Rika. So it's like, Um, it's more consistent within the narrative that we include Rika, given that Rika is a part of his arsenal that he consistently uses.
I mean,
Also, with if it's not including Rika, it would just probably be hard contradicted. We have
well,
like statements of people just being over Yuta, and especially if he doesn't have Rika. Like for example, the Hikari statement.
I don't think the Hikari statement will contradict this because it talks about jackpot, and I mean Yuta can still be overall above Hikari because jackpot isn't a permanent state and wouldn't be indicative of like assessing his abilities. Because well, obviously when you assess something, you have to assess the temporariness of it. And then for your other point, just because
Wait, why
she's
would this
used
statement be in reference to Jackpot Hikari though?
the same kanji, like the same kanji that Yuta uses is the same kanji that like is ascribed to Hikari when he is within his jackpot. If I
Well, they can be truly true of the same thing. It can also be ascribed to base Hikari as well. I see no issues with that, especially given that to assume it would be in reference to Jackpot Hikari would be to make more commitments about what things Hikari would utilize in the battle. And I think that would just fail on parsimony.
I mean, I don't think it's really talking about, or he's trying. I think Yuta's trying to assess that Hikari in some type of state, not necessarily. I mean, some type of state is superior to him, and since we have the kanji he uses, similar to the kanji that is denote jackpot, I think it's more likely to be jackpot. I can get that.
Repeat the last thing you just said. No, not the last thing. The first thing you said.
The first thing I said, it's not talking about really a fight. It's talking about a strength comparison, and Hikari in some type of state is superior to Yuta, and then that state, like the kanji he uses to describe state.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
So
so
I
that
mean,
just goes back to whether or not it's in reference to Jackpot to begin with.
yeah.
Uh, And then I just think you can't prove that. Like I said, yeah, it could be used to describe jackpot, and I'm saying that thing can be true, and it can also be true that this thing can be prescribed to describe the version of Hikari that would be considered his base form, right? I see no issue with that, or something that would be considered his renewal form, things of that nature. So I just see no reason as to why it has to mean jackpot, especially given
I
the
mean,
statement literally just says when he's in a whenever he's on a roll, whenever he's in his groove, whenever he gets worked up. We see him get worked up when he's like fighting Yuji while he's in base form. So like I just don't see why this has to mean he's in jackpot whenever the statement is made.
when he's get like, I mean that can be true, but we know, like, we just know that his jackpot is what brings out like his full groove. We know this from the Kashima fight. I'll give the pun.
Okay, well when you
So,
say his full groove, that's fine, but we don't know what type of groove they would be referencing when Yuta makes a statement. He just says a groove. He never says the full groove or some level of groove. He just says, okay, when he's in a groove or when he's worked up, which are things that can be true of jackpot as well, or even to a further extent in jackpot, but can also be true of his base form as well. And given that Yuta doesn't make any specification, it just seems to be kind of vague, and we can't really determine what it would be in reference to there.
so we could just well, so we not
So
have to suspend judgment on whether it's base or Hikari or base or jackpot in that scenario.
no, the issue is just I just think Yuta stayed under Hikari, and then you affirm that it would be referential to jackpot, which is a temporary state of time which can resolve the conflict of issue, or no, the issue of conflict between the two statements, the Hikari statement and the second Gojo statement. And I'm just saying, given that you can't prove it's in reference to jackpot, but it's more likely to be in reference to base because you have to make less commitments, right? For it to be referential
Well,
to base. That's the argument I gave earlier. You have to make
okay,
less
so
commitments about whatever Hikari would be willing to utilize. So obviously the view would just be more supported via the idea of ontological parsimony, right?
I don't know what that is.
You said what?
I don't know what that is.
It's just parsimony.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Oh, where? Okay, wait. I'm gonna give up yet. Frick, got this.
Anyways, my whole point with that statement though is just to put Hikari at least over Yuta physically. Uh, for that statement to be true, he has to at least be above him physically, even if he loses to Yuta without Rika. But if Yuta without Rika has nothing else besides his physical capabilities, so yeah, Hikari can be like over him in that sense, even if it's not like without Rika. Like with Rika, I can grant him being like slightly above, but if in base, like which is what you're referencing, and you think base Yuta is above Hikari, I think that's just hard contradicted.
Okay, wait. When do we? Okay, I'm seeing it. And like, when does he? When is he presented to be in his groove or those type of things within his base form? Could you show that?
I said against Yuji, he's worked up. That's what I said.
Okay, could you prove that? Sorry.
I mean, we see it. He gets like in a mood. Like, do you want me to walk you through the fight of Hikari versus Yuji, and we see Hikari get mad and worked up and shit.
I mean,
He
like,
exhibits traits that are expected of someone who'd be worked up, such as anger, such as intense emotions like that.
I mean, when he worked up on the groove, like we see the translation being worked up on a groove and on a roll. I don't know why we would take worked up to be like.
On a roll is a mistranslation. In a groove is just a charitable translation, but the correct translation is just worked up.
Could you prove this? Sorry.
Can you prove this?
Okay, bro. Like,
Fuck.
do my best.
Okay, bro. Sure, bro. Anyone have the fucking kanji for the Yuta saying Hikari is stronger than him?
Check our DMs.
Oh yeah, it is in our DMs, Charlie. Oh yeah, I remember because I DM'd it to you for that one debate. I don't remember which debate. I remember I DM'd you for a debate.
I think it was for Kage, bro.
Oh yeah, Kage's fucking ass. He lost to you and you didn't even read JJK, bro. It's
Bro,
like
I was
before
like,
you read that shit.
yeah, literally. Apparently, he's like really good in the TikTok.com. I heard.
No, in TikTok, he's considered tier 5. He's considered dog shit.
Bro, that's like being considered retarded in fucking preschool. I'm not gonna lie.
Here, I dropped the translation in chat.
So kind of be like, okay, so don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Why is this translation reliable? That's what I'm gonna ask. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, do you agree the sky is blue, or it's viewed seen as blue?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes depends.
Or do you just agree with the claim generally that the sky is typically seen as blue or thought of as blue by most people?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you
I
agree?
think
Do you agree that? Do you agree that 1 + 1 = 2?
yes.
You also agree that grass
Oh
is typically
boy.
described as or looks green.
Yes.
Okay, so given that we have a consistency for whatever the fuck I say being true,
Okay,
right?
fuck you,
And it's
man.
probably true the translation in which I gave.
All
Because
right,
the things I say are typically true.
all right, bro. Stop the wreck, bro. The wreck's fucking over, bro.
Wait, you can see it? On your scale?
Actually, I want to conclude.
Okay, you want to conclude on your scaling. Okay, cool. Sure. Do you want me to give my scaling or do you want to end it there?
Yeah, do your scaling. Go on.
Okay, sure. I think Kenjaku beats Sendai Yuta because of. Let me think, bro. What would I argue for this? Actually, it's just stated by Maki.
Could you prove this? Oh, sorry. I mean, could you show the statement?
Yeah, does anyone have the statement? It's been like 211. Actually, I think given the prior statement or the prior induction I gave, I think it's probably true that this thing is stated.
Is it?
I mean, given the induction I gave prior, and literally I'm just on the last point about how things I say are typically true. So,
Like
it does
but,
exist though. I don't know why you're writing on the existence of the
okay, I'm
statement.
not writing on the existence. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, wait. Okay. So you're talking about that. Okay. Well, like what Maki says there. Why is it referential to Yuta?
When she says we, she's talking about the people who would go out to take Kenjaku, and Yuta has explicitly said multiple times, "I want to take out Kenjaku." There's an entire line saying where Yuta says, "I alone will get the 400 points, and I will take Kenjaku." That's explicitly what he says. So when people are making statements about taking out Kenjaku and ganging up on him to win a fight against him, yeah, it's probably inclusive of Yuta, the guy who they consider their best member or their strongest member, who they decide to throw out against the strongest opponents.
Okay, wait. I just got one question.
Especially that we know Maki goes to Yuta for protection, like she didn't volume. Well, she doesn't go for him to protection, but she considers him who would be viable as a protector, as we have precedent set for that back in Volume 0, where he's able to protect them. From Geta.
Wait. Look in chat. Is this the statement you're talking about?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so why does being a challenge entail you're superior?
That's not the correct translation. But either way, even if it,
yes, you conceded to it.
I said I agree it exists. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
agree that. I don't agree with the translation, but it doesn't matter. I can steelman the translation; it wouldn't be relevant. Because of the fact that if all of them jumping him at once would still be a challenge that implies that he's over all of them in a 1v1.
Why would this be referential to them all jumping him at once, please?
It's consistent with the Mei statement. Whenever they make statements about attacking Kenjaku, we have a precedent set for it being them jumping via the Mei statement.
Wait, but that's in the future. So why would the president apply to the past?
No, I'm just saying it's like consistent. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like consistent within the series. Maybe precedent wasn't the right word to use, but at least within the story, it's consistent. That's what they typically do. Because Mei says that as well. And then we also see every time Kenjaku fights, he's getting jumped as well. When he fights Yuki, he's getting jumped by Yuki, Choso, and Tengen. Wait, hold on. Don't cut me off. When he fights Yuki, he fights Yuki, Choso, and Tengen all at once, and he fights the entire Shibuya squad at once. He fights like 5 of them at once. So it seemingly is very consistent that he would probably get jumped in this scenario. Especially given that in the actual scenario, he actually does get jumped. He gets jumped by 3 people. So it seemingly is very consistent that these things will be referential to some type of jump.
I mean, it can be like some type of jumping. I don't know. Like, okay, why would all of them jumping him at once being a challenge mean that he's superior to one of them individually? Please tell me.
Yeah, why would it be a challenge if they didn't scale to him?
Like, okay, if they all jumped him, it's a challenge. Why that entail?
What do you take him to be a special relativity?
You underwater?
Sorry, hold on. Maybe my mic sucks. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay, I was just saying that when we look at the spectrum of relativity and we see relativity between one person and 10 people, right? Or 8 people or however many, right? if you divide a number however many times it would take to get to 1, obviously that the number would be cut significantly in half. The combat power would decrease significantly. Fucking
Okay,
significantly. So obviously if they were already relative prior and then they had a significant nerf, then they are probably weaker.
Okay, so I have a question. What happens if Gojo fights Sukuna with 10 Junpeis? Do you think that it will just be like massively different to him fighting with one Gojo?
But that's different because Gojo's fighting with someone who's massively weaker than him and the opponent. Whereas this is different. Yuta, the people fighting with Yuta aren't massively weaker than Yuta.
Do
So,
you think this?
I mean, yeah, we literally have a statement of Hikari over base Yuta, which you conceded to earlier in the debate.
Well, is Hikari aligned? Is Hikari aligned with them at this point?
Yes, well, yes. Why would Hikari fight with his friends? Nice one.
Bro,
mind you, it's consistent. He goes and he helps them in the Sukuna raid and he helps them within the cooling games. But for some reason, he would just not.
Yeah, it's because Megami was the clan head, bro. Stop LARPing JJK. He had a motivator towards. That was because
you realize the reason in which you realize the reason why they're fighting Kenjaku is because of Megami, right?
Yep.
So when they make the statement, it was something because of him.
Okay, but like.
Anyways, so to keep going on, right? Because you clearly didn't read the series, right?
You clearly didn't read the series, clearly.
I mean, who didn't read the series? The guy who questioned why Hikari would participate in the fight, and who questioned the existence of...
incident if all it takes is for his friends to be hurt, bro.
Said what?
If all it takes is his friends to feel some pain, where was Hikari in the Shibuya incident? Where was he?
What the fuck? Why would he have known that his friends were going to take pain? All they thought was going to happen was that Gojo was just going to go to Shibuya, solo that shit like usual. They didn't know anything about the Kenjaku plan. That's why Mekamaru was trying to relay it, but didn't do it in time because he got fucking killed by Mahito.
He can get killed, but like, bro, he wasn't there. He was in this. He was 12 days after, and he just showed up for no one. 12 days.
Yo, dumbass. The whole point is that he wasn't okay. You said you were talking about how he would be there if his friends were at a loss, or if his friends were in danger, or if his friends were feeling pain. No one was feeling pain to his awareness.
The only friend we know he has is you.
That's the claim you made. I don't know why you're trying to press me on that. Anyways, either way, he has no idea to understand any of that is happening while it's happening. No one knew that. Hikari's literally expelled from Jutsu High. They had to go retrieve him externally. So he wouldn't be notified of this via the usual like communication standards. And then on top of that, none of the people in which he would even care for were there anyways. Because or he would want to go there for their. Oh my god, he would want to go there for anyways because he thought Gojo was going to solo them all like everyone else did. Everyone was fucking shocked when they were like, "Oh, Gojo got sealed." No one ever expects Gojo to lose. I don't know why you keep bringing this up.
Okay, well, even if we go under that, if when they inform the rest of the world of the Shibuya incident, where's Hikari? All of his friends are fighting.
Who informed everyone of the Shibuya incident? Let me know.
It was someone, bro.
Nigga, who? That's what I'm asking.
It was someone, bro. How do you think Yuta found out, bro?
So,
someone, bro.
Yeah, they reported it after the fact. Are you fucking retarded?
They reported it after the fact, so Hikari should be going to help his friends.
Why would he go to there? Why would he go there if the thing already fucking ended?
Because there's still threats at hand. They have Gojo sealed. He didn't even know Gojo got sealed.
You're right. He didn't know Gojo was sealed. That's why he was fucking shocked when Yuji told him that. Are you fucking retarded? Read the series. He was fucking shocked. Him and Kirara literally didn't believe them when Megami or Yuji, which one, said, "Yeah, man, Gojo got sealed." He was in fucking disbelief.
He really cared about his friends who would know.
What the fuck? How would he know? He's expelled from Jujutsu Hell. He has no way to know this shit.
Bro, he has a phone. He has a number. He allegedly has.
Yes, he has a phone. Yes, he has a phone and number to communicate with people that would not talk to him anyways because they're not friends with him. Are you fucking retarded?
So you think Hikari would fight just for Yuta? Because I mean, like, what other friends do you have in this situation?
I don't care who he's fighting for. I'm saying that he's going to fight anyways because of the fact that it's consistent. He fights in these types of events. Like, I don't know why the fuck you brought it up. Also, we don't have to go with Hikari. There's plenty of other people who also scaled to Yuta during that arc, such as Maki. Yeah, Maki, nigga.
Does she?
Yeah. Okay. Maki, the same one who scales to 16-finger Sukuna, doesn't scale to Yuta. Even though Yuta is a Ryu rival and Ryu got blitzed to fucking hell by 16-finger. Really?
I mean, like, could you prove 16 fingers using like its full stats? I mean, no.
It's usually specified when he's not. It wasn't specified there, so he's probably not. Argument for accepted evidence.
What do you mean? It's usually clarified when he's not.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm walking by somewhere.
Ugh.
Oh shit! It's raining. Fuck! I would have.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so the argument still stands. Any type of snaps or
But yeah, are you okay? Like,
yeah, what's up? Are you okay?
oh, okay, wait, I can still hear you. I thought you were getting drowned out. My bad.
I just said that. Well, yeah, it's windy as shit. I'm walking back inside now. It's about to rain. But listen, all I said is that typically when Sukuna's holding back, they specify it. So given the fact they don't specify it here, he's probably not holding back. Given that's the typical indicator that they consistently express whenever they want to portray this certain thing.
I mean, they just portray it to be like his nature and thing, and I mean, well, no, wait, what? Prove this?
What do you prove this? Don't give me examples of where they say Sukuna's holding back.
Yeah,
They
go on.
say it. Yeah, they say it against Megami. They say it against
Did they specify
in the entire against Gojo. They say it against the entire Shinjuku fight against like the heavy hitters. They say it. It's Megami, they say it. Who else did he say it against? He said it against Maki as well. He said it against Ryu. He said it against Yorozu. They typically do, yeah. So it's just a bunch of examples, whereas there's no examples for the hypothesis you would need or try to be making.
I mean, it's just kind of, I mean, the statements that he's giving holding back are just statements towards his like nature. Like I guess with the
Wait. No, I don't believe that because what in the Yorozu statement had anything to do with the nature?
I mean, I'm saying some of those things. Like I'm giving you
some of
examples.
those can be. Yeah, I agree. Some of those can. Actually, I don't agree that any of those can be. But either way, right? I don't. Either way, we have consistency that they're not because guess what? The Megami statement has nothing to do with his nature. Neither does the fucking Ryu statement. Neither does the.
Well, it would like
Neither does the Gojo statement. We have explicit reasons
it just said that he's
holding back to.
He's
capricious,
and
yeah.
his key output is higher when he's more interested, which can follow to why to the instances you're referencing.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm saying that if they weren't I'm saying the fact that Yorame decides to highlight this now, we don't have any type of highlight of this at any other point in the series when it's not expressed that he's holding back. I mean, it seems to be the case that he would still not be holding back. Like, for example, if this is the case, then why did they go out of their way to highlight him holding back in prior instances if they were already going to establish it being his nature? So he's going to do it all the time. No, doesn't make sense.
I mean, the way they establish
highlighted
it
prior
is
to that.
I mean, it's kind of just kind of the ways they establish it. I mean, with say Ryu, it's kind of some type of mocking thing, and to portray that he's going to go out like
mocking thing. What was mocking about that? What was mocking about that?
Oh, yeah, okay, I can grant there's no mocking, but like he had to portray that he's going to go out now for Ryu, and then for Yorozu is like
no shit. That's trivially true.
He was holding back because it was part of his plan. So. I mean,
yeah, what was part of his plan to hold back against Ryu? Please
no, I mean Yorozu. For Ryu, it's like the showing go out.
The Yorozu thing was attributed to something that's not a part of the nature in which you're trying to identify. You know that, right?
Yes, I'm saying that it can fit some of those statements, and then for Yorozu, it can just be like, fine.
Bro, no. The whole point is that even if they highlight this being his nature, the fact that it doesn't necessarily mean he always holds back. Given that we know he doesn't always hold back, he goes all out sometimes. So given that, and given the fact they still highlight, I literally just highlighted it against Ryu. Anyways, so the point is, he says, oh my god, he says he won't hold back.
Does he say that though?
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm just trying to have a nice debate. My bad.
Yo, Milk, can you send the statement of where Sukuna fights Ryu and he's like, yeah, man, I'm not going to hold back anymore.
I got that. Hold on.
Oh, accident.
I'm ready to conclude on the point.
Yeah, bro. It's alright, bro. We can conclude. It's been fun, bro.
Yeah, you are a fucking rat.
Why
does Hikari and Maki scale to pulling games Yuta, bro?
I think Kashimo is in there.
26.
Yeah,
man.
Dewey, there's a statement in chat. You
I
already
mean,
can
like,
see.
it could just be like not
Zang
holding
won, by
back
the way. I'm the
mental, like,
designated
I mean,
judge.
Yeah, features the designated judge. But yeah, what's the contention of the scan, Doobie?
My contention is that like he could just be going all out in the dismantle and not generally, and why would we assume that he's generally going all out?
Okay, so when we look at the thing of him going all out, whether he's going all out or holding back, but we know that he's at least going all out in one aspect,
It's
right?
not holding
So
back.
we have more reason. No, okay, yeah, that indicates he's going all out. What the fuck?
What? No,
There is a dichotomy there where either he's going all out or he's not going all out, and I think not going all out would be identical to holding back in this scenario.
Not necessarily.
Because if you understand what holding back is, it's just literally just the process of not using your full capabilities intentionally, right?
Going all out.
So and going all out is using your full capabilities. Are you? What the fuck? What is going all out then? What? No, yeah, we're done. We're done. Yeah, we can conclude. No, you're retarded.
Bro, what? No way.
Yeah, you're retarded.
Oh, frick, wrong command. Frick, don't. Okay, cool, close. Save. Up, a bit.